and it is pizza time like we do every 2 weeks. We have these fancy plates this time. And continuing with me talking about weird animals on baseball fields, I already told you guys what it was before, but there was a cat spotted on the May 12th Angels-Cardinals game. It was at the bottom of the 4th inning, and this orange tabby cat came onto the field so you can get a visual. And it ran on the field past third base. It didn't go home. It went up.
Didn't go home.
No, did not run the normal route. But it ran up into the stands through tons of people. It was so fast. Even the announcers were like, this cat is a very fast runner. And it ran through stands of people. And then the security caught it, and they took it away. Which I thought was just like...
Security caught the cat?
Yeah.
Where did it come
took
from?
the cat away.
Well, that's the thing.
Wow.
Then the announcer went on to say, very casually, he's like, it's just one of the 3 or 4 stray cats that live at Angel Stadium. Like, 3 or 4 stray cats apparently live at Angel Stadium.
And we have that on college campuses. Like, some of them, like, they have, like, the animals or whatever. But in a stadium?
Yeah.
To have... Really?
Yeah, so...
That's funny.
Yeah, Adam Wainwright was about to make a pitch, and the cat just
comes out of
came,
nowhere.
had to stop the game for a bit, so...
Imagine hitting
Yeah.
the cat. Bang, right in the cat's face.
The cat is going to be adopted. It's been brought to an adoption agency. So
Nice.
it's a good ending for the cat.
Not bad.
All right, so now in baseball news, okay, now former MLB player Brandon Leard, I don't know how to say his last name, sorry, but he plays in Japan right now, right? And he hit a home run, and it hit like a bear sign, like one of the little, sponsorships up there.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking
And he won $10,000 and bear for an entire year.
It's a nice settlement.
That is crazy. $10,000 in bear
Just for hitting that sign?
Beer.
Just for hitting that sign. But he said he's not gonna take the bear, but he's taking the money.
Absolutely, I would take the
I
money.
did the exact same thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't...
Oh, wait, it's one or the other?
No, it's both.
So why wouldn't he
Why wouldn't
Is
he
he
take
donating the money, like the beer
I don't know
somewhere?
what he's doing, but $10,000 to me is enough.
That's
yeah.
good for hitting a
Oh,
sign.
yeah,
Anything
absolutely.
right now.
I thought you
Or
said
hitting
it
some
was
random
a
sign.
bear, and I was like,
No.
Yeah, he was.
What?
I mean bear.
Beer.
Beer. Oh,
Beer.
Beer. Just to
Beer.
clarify.
I don't really drink beer, so I can't really know. But yeah, he won a year's supply of beer, all right, and $10,000. So
And
that's
bears.
really cool, yeah.
Bunch of bears.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
So, in football news, jump to baseball. Steelers running back D'Angelo Williams took his daughter to a field day event. And in the first event, she got a participation trophy.
Like metal.
Kind of thing, whatever it was.
Okay.
And he gave it back, similar to James Harrison, what he did.
Nice.
And then she came back in the following event and won first place. So he was like, he tweeted something on Twitter that said, she got a participation trophy, I gave it back. And then she came back and she won first place. And then he had like the heart emojis and like the eyes covering the face or whatever it was. So it's like Steeler mentality, no participation.
That is a Steeler mentality.
I think that should be everybody's mentality.
It's a good mentality to have, I think.
Yeah, you don't win for just participating. You win for winning, like coming first. You know?
We're getting soft.
Yeah, well,
We are
that's
getting
what it
soft.
is. This
So
nation is
They
soft.
kept the first place trophy.
Of course,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
That'll, and he posted it on Twitter.
Okay.
He had to brag about it. Come on.
Yeah, of course, for sure. And then I'm actually going to stay with football. I'm going to talk about college football.
Okay.
I'm going to talk about a little conference realignment. Okay. So there's been a few articles lately. The Big 12, who only has, I think they're either they have 10 teams, 10 or 12 teams, and the Pac-12 turned into Pac-16. Recently, the ACC brought Syracuse and Pittsburgh in, and the Big 10 added Maryland and Rutgers. I want to see a new conference realignment where geography actually matters.
I like that.
That's good.
There's been a lot of talk about the Big 12 wanting to expand, maybe adding teams like BYU, maybe Cincinnati, who's my team. Let's go. Maybe Colorado State. Houston also adds a great market in that Texas area for the Big 12. It all depends on whether Texas is going to be able to give up their Longhorn network, which kind of controls the Big 12 TV market. And I think that's ultimately going to hold them all back because Texas, the juggernaut, and the Big 12 is going to take all the money from the Longhorn network. And unless they can figure out something, I don't think that they're going to be able to really get any traction because Texas A&M and the SEC, they left, Missouri left. I think that we should just go back to Big East, football, ACC with, Miami and Florida and all those teams go back to the way it was like 2008. I think that's good.
I like the geography.
What do you guys think about
I like
that?
I
Baseball.
definitely agree.
Yeah,
Geography
Basically,
based.
yeah, it works.
Like all these conferences now are getting so out of whack for all, it's all money now. It's not where like you actually are from. Like Cincinnati doesn't even play Pittsburgh anymore because they're not in the Big East anymore.
Okay.
West Virginia, like those games are some of the best rivalry games in college football. Like you can't take that
That's
away.
what it was, a rivalry game.
Yeah.
It's the in-state rivalry.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like some schools, like they want to be in a different conference just because of like the academics, which is
Yeah.
actually like you don't even think about that side of it, where they want to be in a more prestigious academic
Right.
conference as well. So I could see why you'd want to like mess it all up, but
I like the idea.
yeah, I like it too.
I love the idea. I love the idea.
Simplified.
Yeah.
Good.
From all of us here at Outboxed Sports.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe on
we,
one of the sides.
we have videos everywhere. probably mainly on this side. All right, follow us on all social media. We got Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, but we have videos
Videos here.
Subscribe,
and
please.
Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. We'll see you next week.
Snapchat.
Bye guys.